Ladies and gentlemen, I'm the GOAT Picks, and I give you the best picks and the best predictions. We're going to go over UFC 329, McGregor versus Holloway 2, baby. The Mac is back, July 11th, 2026 at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. We're going to go over with the main card. Guys, like and subscribe, follow on Instagram. Once we get about 100 subscribers and 100 followers, I'll probably make a Discord and we'll start going over, bets and how to make some money with these picks. So the first fight of the night, we got Bobby Green versus Terrence McKinney. King Green, he's excellent boxing. He has a great shoulder roll defense. He usually gets better as the fight goes longer. He's a vet in the game. He has over 54 professional fights. Terrence McKinney, he's one of the fastest starters in the UFC. He has 9 wins by TKO, KO, and 9 by submission. All of his UFC fights, they pretty much end early. He either knocks you out or you knock him out. He's just very dangerous on the feet and on the ground, But the problem with him is, if he doesn't get you out of there early, it usually goes to the favor of the other person. But, I just think Terrence McKinney, he's on a roll. Terrence is going to smurder Bobby, and he's going to give that man a chair. So give me Terrence McKinney.
Wild exchange.
We got Brandon Royval versus Loner Kavanagh. Kavanagh, he has a kickboxing background. He can maintain the distance with powerful kicks, and he's got dangerous counters. He can suddenly explode with movements and get you with a KO. He can also go 5 rounds, which we saw him do with Brandon Moreno. To be honest with you, I didn't really think this guy was that good, but when I saw him in there with Brandon, now I know a lot of you are going to say, oh, well, Brandon's washed, he's old. No, Brandon is still a dog, and what he did with him and went 5 rounds was pretty impressive. Again, Loner, Kavanagh, he's younger, he's healthier. He has no recent damage, whereas Royval, he took a brutal KO 8 months ago. So, now Brandon Royval, on the other hand, he's more of a volume striker, scrambler. He has great experience against elite competition. He's fought Joshua Van. He's fought Manel Kopp. He's fought Tatsu Atara. Whereas Kavanagh hasn't really fought anyone at that level besides Moreno. But I'm going to go with Loner Kavanagh because the speed, the power advantage, the youth, just the power and the momentum. And I just think Royval's chin, it's already taken enough damage. And I got to go with Loner Kavanagh on this one. So give me Loner Kavanagh. Next fight, we got Corey Sandhagen versus Mario Bautista. Corey Sandhagen, he's a creative, unorthodox striker. He's known for his flying knees and unpredictable angles. He's developed his wrestling into a real weapon on top of, his solid kickboxing and Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu roots. He's fought at the highest level of the division for years. But the main question is his takedown defense against, these elite wrestlers that he does come across. Now, Mario Bautista, he's a relentless pressure fighter who thrives at close range. He can mix it sharp with combinations. He's good with the clinch work and slick submissions. And he's here for revenge. He fought Sandhagen, lost to him by submission. I want to say in round 2. This was like 7 years ago. But he keeps saying, oh, I'm going to wrestle Corey. Which, what he did to Vinicius Oliveira was, wow, that was amazing. He's doubled the size since those 7 years. He's got a lot more knowledge. But, again, for some reason, I'm getting a feeling about Corey Sandhagen. He's fought the tougher competition over years. And I just think, he's going to have great range. He's going to control the distance. And he's going to pick Mario Bautista apart. And if they go to the ground, he'll probably get another sub in there. So give me Corey Sandhagen, the Sandman, baby.
Body's moving, feet's moving. Oh, my goodness! Flying knee! Perfect! Out.
Next fight, we got Benoit Saint Denis versus Paddy Pimblett. I'm a Scouser. Scousers don't get knocked out. Psych, I'm a go. Anyways, we got BSD. He's got a judo-based grappler who's elite with his scrambles and clinch and exchanges. I wouldn't say he's elite, but, you know, he's got a good judo background. I think this guy's been to war before. He's like where his country was. He's like, he's been in war. So he's got that crazy background of just not giving up. We've seen him in dog fights and wars and just all bloodied up. He's got relentless with his takedowns off the fence. And pretty much once he gets you on the ground from his takedowns, pretty much finishes the fights from, you know, how all of his career wins have been, if he wins. You know, he's fought tougher level competition overall, to me, from what Paddy has. And both of his UFC losses have came against clean strikers. Now, Paddy the Baddie, on the other hand, he's a second-degree Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. You know, he prefers to keep things standing and to box. He just went 5 rounds with Justin Gaethje. And, you know, he got dropped, but he never got knocked out. Now, that just shows us he's got a great chin. His cardio is really good because he went 5 rounds. I mean, look what Justin just did to Ilia Topuria. And then look at Paddy. I mean, I know Paddy was battered too, but Paddy went all 5 rounds. Again, he's dangerous in scrambles too, with a knack for flipping bad into positions. But he could flip a bad position into a submission. You know, his biggest hole, though, is his takedown defense, which exactly is what BSD's game is going to be. But again, BSD gets tired. In the later rounds, he will get tired. And I just think Paddy is hungry. He's going to come back, and I think he is going to get the job done. So give me Paddy, more itchy, Paddy the Baddie to defeat BSD.
Saying, lad, I'm a Scouser. We don't get knocked out. I take...
In the last fight, we got Conor the McGregor. Conor McGregor, the Mac is back, baby. Not the McGregor, but Conor McGregor versus Max Holloway. They last fought in 2013, where Conor McGregor won by decision. But Conor, man, he hasn't fought in 5 years. He's been, you know, partying and all this other stuff. You guys know the whole thing. You know, the guy's a multi-millionaire. You know, Max, he's more durable. He's a higher volume fighter. And he's just stayed active, and he's dangerous now. He defeated Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier recently. You know, McGregor, again, you know, he's got the power, the precision, the left hook. You know, if he catches Holloway clean and early with that classic left, he could end it fast. But, again, Max has just been to wars, and he's just fought more, you know, and with the conditioning, it becomes a huge factor, you know, is what McGregor's gonna come up. You know, I mean, he fought Khabib back then, and he, you know, you could hear him telling Khabib in his ear, "Oh, hey, it's only business." You know, that showed me right there that McGregor isn't really who he says he is, as in, oh, you know, I do this. It just, you know, you just can't believe all the stuff that these fighters say, because he gave up in that fight against Khabib. And the same thing with Max. I think if it goes to the later rounds, McGregor's going to get gassed, and Max will, you know, just box his head off. Now, maybe I could be wrong, but again, the odds of someone coming back besides John Jones and beating someone, it's just very low. So give me Max Holloway to defeat Conor McGregor. I think McGregor would have been smart. He fights Michael Chandler, and then, you know, maybe Dustin Poirier, Nate Diaz, and then fights Ilia Topuria, or, you know, even just calls Islam out. But to do this Max Holloway fight, it's pretty risky, because Max, again, is really good at boxing. This isn't 2013, and I just think, again, Max has fought, you know, the best. He beat Justin, and he beat Dustin Poirier, who just, you know, Dustin Poirier, I think he's beat McGregor 2 or 3 times now. So, you know, I know you can't do MMA math, but again, give me Max Holloway. If McGregor wins, wow, I'll be amazed and I'll be happy, but I got to go with Max Holloway. Thank you guys. Like and subscribe.